So how many tiers should you have in your signature program? Should you have one? Should you have two? Should you have three? More? I am going to break down exactly how many tiers or options that you should have in your program as a health coach in this video. What's up, everyone? I'm Kendra Perry, online business mentor for health and wellness coaches. So if you're a health coach, a wellness coach, a health practitioner, or some sort of coach working in the health and wellness space, and you want to start and grow your business to 6 figures, you want tips and tricks and strategies to do that, make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell so you get notified every single Thursday when I post a new episode. Now, one of the most valuable things that you can do as a new health coach is to create what's called a signature program. Now, if you don't have one of these or you have no clue what this actually is, I've actually done quite a few videos on this. So I will link to all those videos in the description below this video so that you can go check those out. Okay. Now, a lot of coaches, they build a program or they try to build various packages. And oftentimes the advice they've been given, or they kind of take it upon themselves to come up with this on their own, is that they think they need multiple options so that their clients or prospective clients always have an option that is best for them. So they may have a jumpstart option, maybe a deep dive, an intensive, maybe they have a small package, a medium package, or a large package, whatever you want to call it. And that way there is an option for every different type of client who might want to work with them. So how many tiers or options or different packages should you have for your program? So this might be slightly unpopular and you might give me a little bit of pushback on this, but I think you need one, okay? When you are new and starting out, simplicity is key. And a saying that I've been saying a lot lately is simplicity scales. Simplicity scales. I love that. I got that from my mentor, Rick Mulready. And I just think it is so important because oftentimes we make things way too complicated than they need to be, right? We make things too complex. We make things hard for ourselves when really the best option or the best answer is the simplest option, right? So when my Health Coach Accelerator students have issues, I always like to ask them, well, how could you make this simple? How could you solve this problem in the most simple way? Okay. Now, the reason why I believe you only need one program is because if you have multiple tiers, you actually have to learn a sales strategy for each and every tier, right? So you need to get good at selling each and every tier, and each tier is different, or at least it should be. So not only do you have to do a really good job of differentiating the three from each other, but you also have to get really good at selling each of them. And typically what happens is your smallest offer tends to cannibalize your medium or high ticket offer, right? Because this is the thing with people. People have been socially conditioned to compare by price, right? We're always like, what's the cheapest price? And whether you like that or not, or whether you do that or not, most regular people, they're always looking at price, and price is typically going to be the biggest objection you get for your program. So when there is a lower priced option, people will typically go for that lower price option, which does you a disservice because you're going to get less commitment, but it also does them a disservice because typically the smaller offer isn't quite enough to get them the result that they want. Okay. So I truly believe that when you build a program, you should just build one, and it should be the ultimate way that you want to work with people. So don't take anything out of it. Just make it the way that you think, if I work with people in this way, this is going to give them the highest success of getting the result. So an example, if you're a practitioner who runs labs, just choose the labs that you would want to run on all people. Maybe that's a hormone test, a gut test, a mineral test, whatever that is. Put those labs into that primary package, okay? So a lot of coaches don't have sales skills, right? So if you have these multiple tiers, then you have to learn a sales strategy for 3 or 2 different things, which is really hard to do when you haven't even mastered sales skills for one tier, right? And this can feel really scary because maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, if they don't have enough options, they're not going to find one that's right for them, and I'm not going to get the client. But here's the thing with health and wellness. You know what they need. They don't, right? You're the one with the education, you're the one with the experience, you're the one with the training, right? And so you know exactly what they need to get the result. they don't know, right? They don't really understand, well, why couldn't I just go for the smaller package versus the bigger package and maybe just upgrade later or something like that, right? Because they, first off, like maybe don't realize the amount of commitment it takes to improve your health, right? They just don't really necessarily understand what it takes. So they are not educated enough to make the right decision for them. But you, who specializes in your niche and in your space, you know what they need. You know that if I'm going to help someone solve their energy, I know that I'm going to want to run these 3 labs. I know that I'm going to want this and this. I'm going to want to put this. So you really want to create like the ultimate and best package, because the truth is, having more options does not necessarily mean someone's going to make a better decision. And this is something I learned when I built this house that I'm in right now. When I had more options, I didn't really make a better choice. It actually just made me overwhelmed. And oftentimes I chose something that in the end wasn't actually the best option for me. Less choice is actually better, right? You can imagine when you go into a store. Let's say you go into the store and you want this one thing and you go to the aisle and there's like 50 options. Like you're gonna stand there forever looking at all these 50 options and you're just like, I don't know which one I want. I remember when I was a kid and I was really into buying deodorant for some reason. And so I would go to the deodorant aisle and there was like 50 different options of deodorant and there were all these different like scents and types. And I would literally stand in that aisle for way longer than I needed to, considering that probably all the deodorants were basically the same and sort of did the same thing. But so many options can be more overwhelming. So giving them more options doesn't necessarily mean they're going to make a better choice. Plus, you're going to have to learn how to not only explicitly differentiate each option from each other, which can be hard, right? You're going to have to learn how to explain the difference and why the higher one is better. And then you're also going to have to learn how to sell each one. And this can be incredibly confusing for them and for you. So I really believe in simplicity in business. Make it easy on yourself and sell one program with one tier and no multiple tiers. All right, so if you have a program and you're wondering, what do I charge? Or maybe you're not really confident in the price point that you are charging, I have a super amazing tool for you. It's called the Price for Profit Calculator, and it will help you to determine a very intentional and also profitable price point so you can set yourself up for profit and not poverty. If you like this video, you can let me know by giving it a like, sharing it with one of your business besties, commenting, and of course, making sure to subscribe to my channel. I will see you same time, same place next Thursday with the next video.